Hi everyone, Gary Lamassa here. In this video, we'll discuss creating VLANs with Pluribus UNUM. Here we have a 6-switch fabric, 4 leaves, 2 spines. To create a VLAN, the workflow I want to use is first I select the fabric, then I select the individual switch within the fabric I want to create the VLAN on. Now we'll go to the Manager menu, we'll select Layer 2 and the Manage VLAN dashboard. Now here we can see we have some existing VLANs. I want to create a new one, so I click on the Create VLANs by Range button. The first thing we want to do is tell UNUM what the scope is. Local means I'm just going to create it on this particular switch. Fabric means I'm going to create a VLAN across all the switches in the fabric. And cluster means I'll create a VLAN on whatever switches are in the local cluster. In this case, it would be leaf 1 and leaf 2. To keep it simple to start with, I'm going to select local. I can enter a description if I want. I'll enter the ports in a moment. I usually don't enter ports when I create a VLAN. And then I'll tell UNUM what range of VLANs I want to create. For example, I could create 36 to 38. I could create 36, 37, 40 to 45. Or I'm just going to keep it simple and we'll just create a simple VLAN 36 right now. Click the Save button, and VLAN 36 is now on leaf 1. This VLAN doesn't have any ports associated with it now, so what I want to do is I can add ports by going to the VLAN ports dashboard. I can get there by clicking on this link right here or by going to the Manager menu again and selecting VLAN ports here. It takes you to the same place. I'll click on VLAN ports and then I'm going to select VLAN 36. Now to add a port to a VLAN, we click on this blue button and then we tell it which ports we want to add. By clicking on the pencil, I can see which ports are already assigned and which ports are disabled. So here I'm going to click on port 36 and then click on the Save button. And as you can see, port 36 has been added to VLAN 36. Now you can see an additional port here, port 0. This is an internal port used by the CPU for communications. You can just disregard that. Now to remove the ports, it's pretty simple. Just go to the Remove Ports from VLAN 36 button. And then I say I want to remove port 36 and click Delete. Are you sure? Yes. And port 36 has been removed. Now let's create a fabric-wide VLAN. Again, I click on the fabric I want and I click on the switch I'm going to create the VLAN on. In this case, we'll do leaf 2. And then I'll click on Manage VLAN. And this takes us to the same place as Manage VLAN does in the menu. So here I'm going to create VLANs by range. This one for the scope, I'm going to pick fabric wide. Again, I'm not going to add ports. This time we'll create VLAN 48. Now let's take a look at the additional fields. You don't have to remember what all these are. If you have questions when you're on the Manage VLAN dashboard, you can just click on the blue Help button and it'll take you to that page in the config guide. But as an example, I can add a VXLAN identifier here if I want. I'm on VLAN 48, so I'll say 1048. Then we'll click Save. Okay, we can see that VLAN 48 has been created on leaf 2. It's also been created on leaf 1, leaf 4. It's on all the switches in the fabric. And again, if I wanted to add ports, I'd use the same methodology as I used for VLAN 36. First I'd select the actual switch, then I'd add the ports through the VLAN ports menu. Now deleting VLANs is fairly straightforward. I click on the blue Delete VLAN by Range button. I type in the VLAN I want to delete and click on the Delete button. OK. And VLAN 36 is deleted. Now when you're deleting VLANs, you have to delete within scope. So if you want to delete multiple VLANs, for example, you couldn't do one with a local scope and a fabric-wide scope. You'd have to do those separately. For more information, please visit us at pluribusnetworks.com on the UNUM page. While you're there, please check out the Pluribus UNUM Fabric Automation Guide. Thanks for watching.